In today's video, we're going to be going over how you can use Super Dragons with the mass totem spells to dominate Legends League and push yourself higher in the leaderboards. Thank you for 100k subscribers on YouTube. To celebrate this milestone, we're going to be organizing an event with 1000 USD up for grabs. This event will include creative attacks and bases. To get involved for this special war, you can purchase the new Blueprint 100k pack. The live event link will be down in the description. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss out. This army composition consists of 7 Super Dragons and 5 Rocket Loons. The King has the Fox, Snake Bracelet and Spiky Ball. The Queen has Frosty, Action Figure and Giant Arrow. The Minion Prince has Phoenix, Meteor Staff and Dark Orb. The Warden has Sneezy, Eternal Tome and Heal Tome. Remember guys, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment, subscribe, use code BLUE, and let's jump right into the first attack right here. We have used our Rocket Loon to take out the mortar over at the 2 o'clock side of the base, so we can use our Flame Flinger nice and early, so we can take out this Rico Cannon and this compartment over at the 3 o'clock side section. Now keep in mind, we have got this ground expo that we need to be a little bit careful of, but we have got 11 totem spells, so we can use 1 to 2 totem spells to kind of distract this expo if it does lock onto our Flame Flinger. We're going to be using a regular minion as well as a couple of archers for cleanup behind the Flame Flinger, just so that we can make sure that we do not time fail or anything goes wrong. We can keep on going and that Flame Flinger will keep on working, taking down these defenses. Here comes that first totem spell, tanking for that expo, as we know that the Flame Flinger is going to get in range of that expo right there as well, which is absolutely perfect. And now we know the Flame Flinger is not going to be in too much danger because it outranges everything except for the mortar at 1 o'clock, but it should be completely fine. We're going to keep on going, keep on pushing right here. And initially the Flame Flinger is a funnel. It's going to set up the pathing for the Super Dragons to have them come into one side of the base and not get distracted or go right or go left, but go straight into the middle and into the core and through to the back end as quickly as possible, because pathing with Super Dragons is key. King and Queen over at the 6 o'clock side right there. 2 totem spells dropped exactly at 4 o'clock, so the Super Dragons can come on in and push directly through. Now they have a direct path leading into the core of the base because of that Flame Flinger creating that pathing. King and Queen cleared over at the 6 o'clock side right there. They're going to try to take down this poison and this monolith right there with another totem spell. Our Super Dragons are making their way into the middle of the base. Warden ability goes off, a Heal Tome, Eternal Tome right there is going to be absolutely perfect, negating all that damage in the core of the base, and they're going to be able to power on through. We're going to overgrowth the back end air defense and fire spitter, and this is going to take away all that damage from those Super Dragons, especially with that Minion Prince ability of the Dark Orb right there doing absolutely sensational work, catching that scatter as well as the multi-arch tower, which is going to really help. And as you can see from here, there's not really too much base remaining, so many Super Dragons left. Still got totem spells. They're going to keep on pushing on through right there as well. Sneezy is going to be helping the Action Figure, the Queen, the Minion Prince, and it's absolutely steamrolled from here. He still has 4 Super Dragons remaining from the 7 he started with, and this is absolutely crushed. Okay, let's jump right into the second attack of the video. Dima, master of those Super Dragons, coming against a secluded town hall with an invis and a revenge tower. Need to be a little bit careful of that. Flame Flinger dropped over at the 3 o'clock side. Need to be a little bit wary of this expo, but we have got those totem spells, of course, that we can utilize to kind of tank for that expo as well, which is going to be absolutely fine. Flame Flinger to create a funnel over at the 3 o'clock side right here, so the Super Drags could either come in from 5 o'clock or directly into the town hall, but we're going to see how we utilize this. Totem right there coming in to tank for the expo as well as that fire spitter. The long shot right here does take a shot on the log launcher, which is a little bit unfortunate right there. Does deal heaps of damage. Need to be a little bit careful. Baby Dragon behind this Flinger just to start clean up nice and early. We're dropping totems to tank for this long shot right there because we can't afford to have it hit our Flame Flinger anymore right there as well. But the funnel is ideally set. Once this Baby Dragon takes out this gold storage, Queen is dropped over at the 12 o'clock side, which is perfect. Activates the invis tower for the town hall. This means that the Super Dragons are going to push directly through into the town hall right there. King is deployed with that Fox. Very interesting right there. I haven't seen the King use with the Fox very often, but this is going to be a great way to keep that king alive and obviously have him do a lot more damage. Super dragons in towards this town hall right here. Obviously the meteor staff of the minion prince is going to do amazing damage as it only targets defenses right here. This core rage tower is very strong, so we need to be careful. Popping that warden ability, negating the damage of the 3 multi-infernos on the multi-arch towers. We overgrowth at the 6 o'clock side of the base. Minion ability goes off. It does catch the multi-gear tower, unfortunately misses the monolith, but the super dragons are pushing their way nicely through the base, so we can't complain whatsoever. We have got a couple of heroes on the back end that we do need to be a little bit careful of. A couple of super dragons split over to the 3 o'clock side of the base. King and queen still going. We still got that king ability. We had one more rocket loon that we end up using over at the 9 o'clock side of the base, and things are looking very strong from here with that king ability. One more totem spell still remaining. Now the great thing about this attack strategy is because super dragons are very quick and they deal damage to multiple buildings at once, tanking those air targeting troops, defenses like air defenses, scatters, to negate damage from these super dragons is so helpful. Allows them to power through the base and get the job done. We still have that king ability that we haven't used. We're gonna pop it right there. It's gonna take down all the remaining defenses, and that's another 3-star for Dima. Let's jump into the third attack of the video right here. We have Dima coming on in with this anti 2-star base, flame flinger over at the 12 o'clock side just to set off a little bit of a funnel at this 12 o'clock section. Maybe try and take down the multi-arch tower as well as the expo. A couple of rocket loons to take out the mortar as well, so we don't have any additional damage on that flame flinger. We need to be a little bit careful of the king because sometimes he doesn't lock onto those totem spells, which is very annoying. But the core purpose of the flame flinger, if you guys are using it, for sure make sure that you are using it to set a funnel for these super dragons to get in towards the core, into the town hall as quickly as possible. A couple more rocket loons right there just to take out the air defense so that our flame flinger can go straight in for this expo and maybe potentially pick off that super wizard tower as well. But here we go. The king locks onto the archer and then locks onto the flame flinger, which is a big issue. Now we have got nothing to do right here. We can't really stop the king, so we're gonna have to hope that that funnel is enough over at the 12 o'clock side. Queen comes in from the 9 o'clock side with the king. Giant arrow does damage across the base right there, setting off a funnel for the super dragons to come in directly through the 10 o'clock side of the base and push into the middle right here and take down this core as quickly as possible. Totem spells are being used to tank the super wizard towers as well as the revenge tower right there as well, which hits like an absolute truck. King and queen working perfectly over from the 9 o'clock side all the way down. We pop that warden ability, use the rage spell in the middle of the base right here as well to push our super dragons into the core. We have got 6 more totem spells remaining for the back end. Minion prince ability goes off. We catch the furnace inside the prince ability, which is absolutely perfect. Of course, the meteor staff is doing great damage right here as well. King still has that ability. 3 more totem spells remaining, which is absolutely perfect. Now we're going to keep on going right here. King ability is going to be going off shortly, or potentially we can save it for the back end fire spitter right there, because this Tesla farm isn't going to be too much of an issue for the king and the queen, and we have so many super dragons remaining. It's absolutely crazy. We're going to pop that king ability soon right here, and there we go. It's another 3-star for Dima, absolutely crushing bases with this army. Okay, so we have a little bit of an anti 3-star base right here. This is going to be the 4th and final attack. Remember guys, if you've enjoyed the video so far, like, comment, subscribe, use code BLUE if you haven't. And here we go, giant arrow directly from the 6 o'clock side, nice and early. We're going to end up using the siege barracks over at the 6 o'clock side for this burst to reinforce the hero push. Super dragons coming on in from the 4 o'clock side of the base to take care of the CC, the minion prince nice and early as well, using the totems to tank as well for the monolith as well as the long shot right here. We overgrowth both fire spitters and the bomb hive on the back end, which is absolutely phenomenal right here. We're using our totem spells perfectly for the monolith as well as the opposing king. Warden ability goes off early just to tank for these super dragons to allow them to get through this long shot before taking too much damage. Still have 3 rocket loons left, but hardly any bases remaining at this point. This is a super quick attack coming on in from Dima. The overgrowth has worn off, so we end up using a totem to tank for one of those fire spitters right there as well, which is absolutely perfect. Still having that king ability that we cannot complain about. That's going to be utilized eventually at some point, but the king of course at the 3 o'clock side, so it's a little bit unfortunate right here that the king did not stay with the queen. But again, the super dragons, there's so many of them remaining. We have got the totem spell right there that is going to take off damage off the queen and the super dragons. 3 rocket loons to come in for the multi-archer tower at the top side, which is absolutely perfect. Still holding on to that king ability that we can pop at any point, since it is going to take out so many defenses or do so much damage. Of course, this fire spit isn't going to do any damage to those super dragons whatsoever, and there's no base remaining, nothing air targeting that's going to take down these super dragons. And again, another 3-star, another base that's crushed in legends with this army. If you guys aren't using it, make sure to do it. Use code BLUE, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.